one phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That's fielded in the end zone, and he'll elect not to return. This one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
We got this.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Room here to run. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Check. Cross.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the ball.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming. Motion, I got one.
Yellow.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Tighten up.
Hey, 57.
Mike's 54.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
54 is Mike. Check.
57.
54. I got him. Right there. 54, right there.
Mahomes now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Dribble in.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Yellow. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You. Smoke. Mike 54. Mike 54.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on third down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a fourth down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Sherrill's on the return. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 24.
Rush in.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Throwing, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on third and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it second and 8. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Two. Number 53.
To throw, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory down at the 31. Cousins gives way to Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
6-6, bullet time.
Got three.
Good route here.
On second and 9, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from the 20. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Daniil Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Mike 54. Mike 54. You're not ready. You're not ready. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Mike 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Yellow. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go, D. Mike 54.
Easy.
Now Mahomes. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Charlie. Mike 54.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's first and 10 at the 14. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Check. Watch 54. Crunch time, defense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Yeah, you heard it, right? You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
54.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check curls, check curls. Hey, 57, colors. That's the left.
Here's McCoy. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Watch the screen. Yellow. Watch the screen. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming after you. Mike's 54.
Attack.
Mike's 54. Focus, defense, focus. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Bravo. Man out. Right there. 54. Right side.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is a 26-yard attempt. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
As mentioned, here's the younger brother of Dustin. This is Brenton Colquitt to punt it away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Now McCoy. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They'll go again to McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Buying time to his left. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Break yellow. Long right. Yeah, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Attack, attack.
Man, I got you.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Minus 54. Minus 54.
Here we go. Ball shot.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 17-yard line.
Yellow. 43.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Hey, 43, 15.
54. Mike, I 7. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. score. It's a Viking touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Sherrills. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 74 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, it's Hill, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Throwing again on second and 10. Mahomes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now Cousins. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Throwing his Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Cousins here to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves,